Our brains are incredible machines, processing vast amounts of information every second. But sometimes, to save time and energy, they take shortcuts. These shortcuts, known as cognitive biases, can lead to flawed thinking and poor decisions. Let's explore what cognitive biases are, common examples, and how to overcome them. What is cognitive bias? 1. Cognitive bias is a systematic error in thinking that affects decisions and judgments. 2. Key insight: these biases are often unconscious, meaning we don't realize when they're influencing us. 3. Example: ever bought something because it was labeled limited time only. 3. That's a cognitive bias called scarcity effect in action. Common cognitive biases you should know. 1. Confirmation bias. 1. What it is: the tendency to search for or interpret information in a way that confirms your existing beliefs. 2. Example: if you believe a specific diet works, you might ignore studies that disprove its effectiveness and only focus on success stories. 3. Impact: limits your ability to consider alternative perspectives. 2. Anchoring bias. 1. What it is: the tendency to rely too heavily on the first piece of information, the anchor, when making decisions. 2. Example: if the price of a car is initially listed as $30,000, you might think $27,000 is a good deal, even if it's overpriced. 3. Impact: skews your judgment based on arbitrary starting points. 3. Availability heuristic. 1. What it is: judging the likelihood of an event based on how easily examples come to mind. 2. Example: after seeing news about plane crashes, you might overestimate the danger of flying, even though it's statistically safer than driving. 3. Impact: distorts your perception of risks and probabilities. 4. Bandwagon effect. 1. What it is: the tendency to adopt beliefs or behaviors because others are doing so. 2. Example: jumping on a trending stock just because everyone else is investing in it. 3. Impact: leads to groupthink and potentially poor decisions. 5. Loss aversion. 1. What it is: the tendency to fear losses more than valuing equivalent gains. 2. Example: you'd rather avoid losing $50 than gain $50, even though the outcome is mathematically identical. 3. Impact: makes you overly cautious or resistant to taking risks. How cognitive biases affect daily life. 1. Relationships. 1. Misunderstandings can arise when biases influence how you interpret others' actions. 2. Example: assuming someone dislikes you based on a single interaction may be a result of negativity bias. 2. Decision making. 1. Biases can lead to impulsive purchases, poor investments, or suboptimal career choices. 3. Worldview. 1. Biases shape how you interpret news, politics, and social issues, often reinforcing pre-existing beliefs. How to overcome cognitive biases. 1. Increase self-awareness. 1. Recognize when you might be falling into a bias. 2. Pro tip: pause and question your assumptions before making a decision. 2. Seek diverse perspectives. 1. Surround yourself with people who challenge your views. 2. Example: discussing a decision with someone who disagrees can help you spot blind spots. 3. Rely on data and evidence. 1. Base decisions on facts, not just intuition or emotion. 2. Tip: look for credible sources and consider multiple angles before forming an opinion. 4. Practice critical thinking. 1. Break down decisions logically and evaluate alternatives. 2. Pro tip: use tools like pros and cons lists to structure your thought process. 5. Take your time. 1. Avoid making snap judgments. 2. Example: when faced with a major decision, step away and revisit it with a fresh perspective. Why cognitive biases exist. 1. Evolutionary perspective: biases evolved as survival mechanisms, helping early humans make quick decisions in uncertain environments. 2. Modern implications: while useful in some scenarios, biases can mislead us in today's complex world. Actionable takeaways. 1. Recognize common cognitive biases like confirmation bias and loss aversion in your daily life. 2. Actively seek out diverse opinions and challenge your own assumptions. 3. Base decisions on facts and evidence rather than intuition or emotional shortcuts. Understanding cognitive biases is the first step to overcoming them and improving your decision making. If this video opened your eyes, like, share, and subscribe for more insights into human behavior and thought processes. See you in the next one.